Hey NutriFit family, this is Coach Yaz. I wanted to record this video to talk to you guys about how to actually track your calories at a restaurant. Now, first and foremost, if you are at a restaurant, it is very important to go ahead and prep ahead of time, because you going over there and trying to make what your order is going to be at the spot, you're more than likely to make a judgment based on desire rather than something that you are prepared to do. And so 9 times out of 10, all restaurants do have their menu on their website, especially if it is a fast food chain or if it is a place that is a restaurant that is well known. They will have their menu. And so you should already be prepared and know what it is that you want to order. And if you go ahead and put that into MyFitnessPal ahead of time, then you get brownie points, because that is excellent preparation. And that is how you stay on plan. But let's say, for example, you went there and you ordered your food, and I'm going to go to mine for tomorrow so I don't mess up my macros for today. But let's say I go over to meal number 3, because that's what I'm going to go ahead and eat out. And 9 times out of 10, if you are eating at a famous restaurant or somewhere that is well known, 9 times out of 10, they will have the foods in there. So let's say, for example, I went over to Burger King. All right. So let's say I am here. I'm going to type in Burger King. And then I'm going to go ahead and click search all foods for Burger King. And you can see here they have the fish sandwich already in there. They got the wings, they got the Whopper, they got a lot of the Burger King menu items already there. And so if you are going to a well-known restaurant, then 9 times out of 10, you just need to do a little bit of searching in the MyFitnessPal, and they should have an entry already there. You just want to make sure that you double check to make sure that it makes sense, like how many calories you ate, how many carbs, how many fats, how many proteins. All of that just kind of makes sense, because MyFitnessPal is a community-based entry. And so sometimes some people might make entries that might not be exact. And then especially if it has that green check mark, you know that it definitely is verified. Now, let's say if I go to a restaurant though, that is kind of like a mom and pop shop, they don't really have their own MyFitnessPal entries. How would I do it then? So an example would be that the other day I went over to a sushi restaurant in Austin, and I was basically looking at what entries should I put, but they did not have their own MyFitnessPal entries. So what I did was I went ahead and put in sushi, and I went ahead and searched for all foods. And you can see here that the sushi rolls pops up quite a few. I'm going to go ahead and put sushi rolls, because I had 12 sushi rolls. That's what I had. And so you can see here, it says California rolls, 3.5 pieces. It says Trapper Sushi. So you can basically estimate and say, cool, how should I put this in, right? And what I always do is I overestimate, because 9 times out of 10 at a restaurant, they're usually putting in other ingredients in there that would add other calories. And so what I will do is I will just look at what is the highest calorie entry on here. So you can see this is 300, this is 215, this is 360, 614, and that is for one container. This is for one carton. So I would just look at what are the highest ones and what makes the most sense. And so looking at these avocado rolls here, 8 pieces, I had about 12 pieces. So I'm going to click on this one. This is 8 pieces. I'm going to go down here. I'm going to put 1 piece, put 12. I'm going to put that as 12 pieces, and then I look at the calories, carbs, fats, and proteins. And so that's what I would do, is if I was going to a restaurant that did not have the entries, that's how I would estimate it and look at what are the highest calorie amounts, and I would definitely overestimate. Now, the other point about this is that you should not have to be doing this regularly. So 9 times out of 10, you should be sticking to your staple meals that you already know that you make. You know, you're rotating between your 12 or 15 meals, or if you're somebody that can do it, just sticking to your couple 1, 2, 3, 4 meals regularly. And then maybe on the weekend, once a week, you're going out with your friends, right? This is when you would want to use these strategies. If this is becoming something that you are regularly having to do, you should know that your calorie inputs are going to be inaccurate, and so your results are going to possibly suffer. And that is the consequences of not being able to be exact with your calorie intake and being able to track it properly. So hope this video was helpful regarding how to actually put into MyFitnessPal estimates related to restaurants as well as mom and pop shops.